It's no secret in 2023 that the majority shareholders of Manchester United, the Glazers, are looking to sell the club after almost 2 decades of ownership. In this video, we'll be telling you about the sale, what's involved, and the 5 potential new buyers of Manchester United. Strap up your seatbelts. In March 2003, American businessman Malcolm Glazer acquired Manchester United. However, the manner in which the club was financed, primarily through loans secured against the club's assets, was deeply disappointing to fans. Despite initially holding a minority stake, Glazer assumed full control of the club by June 2005, leading to widespread outcry. Malcolm Glazer's 6 children took control of Manchester United after he suffered 2 strokes. This was after a leveraged buyout that left the club with a debt of £790 million. The Glazers' profit-focused management style, which saw them take dividends but invest nothing in the club, angered fans who protested in various ways, including violent clashes with police and the infamous Green and Gold Scarf campaign. More recently, a protest against the Glazers and calling for them to sell the club took place before a Liverpool match in the Premier League, and it led to the game being postponed. In November 2022, the Glazers finally announced they would be open to selling the club and would be taking bids. They gave Rain Group, the institution that famously handled the Chelsea sale last year, control over the process. Fans were so happy, as it meant that the tenure of the Glazers, which has mostly been synonymous with some of the worst moments in the club's history, was about to end. Manchester United is a very big club, and although the Glazers value it at £6 billion, there have been a lot of intending buyers, some more serious than others. Some are very intentional about it, but some are in simply for the temporary hype it'll give. Well, who are they? When the European Super League proposal was announced back in April 2021, MMA star Conor McGregor took to Twitter to express his interest in purchasing Manchester United. These were his words. "Hey guys, I'm thinking about buying Manchester United. What do you think?" Many fans dismissed the notion as a mere bluff. But when the Glazers announced their intention to sell, one tweet inquiring whether McGregor was still interested in acquiring the club garnered over 350,000 likes and brought back the conversation. Expanding upon his original statement, McGregor said he feels he can do big things for the club. The talk from the MMA star has considerably died down since, so I guess that's a knockout, but you can never know. Now, another potential buyer is Elon Musk. The Tesla CEO has a whopping £157 billion net worth, and is one of the very few individuals in the world who could afford to buy the club outright. So back in August, when Elon, already the owner of Twitter itself, put out a tweet saying, "Also, I'm buying Manchester United, you're welcome," the fans understandably got excited at the possibility. Hopes didn't last long though, as Elon came back to say it was all a running joke and he wasn't actually buying. He added, rather significantly, "Although, if it were any team, it would be Man U. They were my favourite team as a kid." This notably happened before the sale announcement, so fans have been alive to the possibility of an Elon Musk buyout. The truth is, this is very unlikely, but not impossible. He has the cash, and that's what the Glazers love. After the sale announcement, one of the first companies that were reported to have shown interest was Apple, the largest tech company in the world, with an estimated net worth of £2 trillion. With the Glazers' asking price at £6 billion, the tech giant can very easily afford to pay the fee. Not only that, but the company can also afford to take care of the club in ways the Glazers never did. Also, getting a foot into the football business would do the Apple PR a lot of good. Just look at how much more popular Spotify is among football fans because of their Barcelona sponsorship. Apple has been expanding its presence in sports content, including partnering with the MLB and securing exclusive broadcasting rights for MLS games for the next 10 years. The company is also reportedly in the running for streaming rights to the NFL's Sunday Ticket package and has a plan to take over football broadcasting through streaming with Apple TV. However, there has been no official statement about any bid. That now leads us to the 2 buyers whose interests and bids have been confirmed. The 2 serious frontrunners in the bid to buy Man United are Qatari Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad bin Jaber Al-Thani, son of a former Qatari Prime Minister, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe via his company Ineos. Why are these the frontrunners? 3 simple reasons. They can afford the fee, they have spoken publicly about their interest, and their official bids have been confirmed. Who are they? The 2 men heading the push are both lifelong Manchester United fans. First is British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who already owns OGC Nice in France and Lausanne Sport football clubs, as well as the Formula 1 team Mercedes through his company Ineos. Ratcliffe, whose personal fortune is estimated at over £20 billion, is reportedly working with JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs to secure financing for the proposed takeover package. There have also been rumours of F1 legend Lewis Hamilton being involved in the bid. Businessman Michael Knighton, who made an unsuccessful bid for Manchester United back in 1989, is also rumoured to be joining Ratcliffe's consortium. £6 billion is a lot of money, but just like we saw with Chelsea, it is most likely that a consortium can afford the high sum. On February 18th, Ineos confirmed that they had submitted a bid for majority ownership of Manchester United. Ratcliffe and his team met with United CEO Rich Arnold at Old Trafford on March 17th to discuss the potential takeover. Now, there has almost always been speculation about a Qatari group's interest in acquiring Manchester United for a while now, probably since the Emirati takeover of rivals Manchester City. Finally, the rumours materialised with Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad bin Jaber Al-Thani, a lifelong United supporter and chairman of the Qatar Islamic Bank, or QIB. He is bidding for 100% ownership of the club through the 9-2 Foundation. It is speculated that this company is named after Manchester United's famed class of 1992 players, which includes David Beckham, Paul Scholes, and the Neville brothers. This is the first bid for 100% of the club. According to a statement from the group, as reported by Sky Sports, the bid would be 100% debt-free, with Sheikh Jassim's foundation investing in the football teams at all levels, including the women's team, the training centre, stadium, and wider infrastructure. The wealth available to wealthy parties from the Gulf states is incredible, and so this Qatari bid is seen as the most favourable option to fans. It's also expected that significant funds would be immediately made available to upgrade Old Trafford, revamp the club's training facilities, and strengthen the first team squad. On March 16th, Sheikh Jassim's team visited Old Trafford to meet with United CEO Richard Arnold and staff. The meeting reportedly exceeded expectations, and despite the Sheikh's absence, it was a positive day of presentations and discussions that lasted longer than anticipated, even longer than that of Ineos. There are some reservations about both bids. On Sir Ratcliffe, fans are wary he'll not be able to position the club enough for the team to compete at the highest level. They also doubt his level of interest when compared to the promises already made by the Qatari side. On the Qatari side though, fans and even neutrals have complained about the involvement of another Gulf state in football. The human rights abuses in the Gulf states do not sit right with many fans, and some are scared of a monopoly over the top clubs in Europe, with clubs like PSG, Man City and Newcastle already bankrolled by oil money. That said, United fans overwhelmingly want the Qataris because of the many changes the influx of funds could bring to the club. It's important to note, however, that the Glazers could also accept partial investments into the club and refuse to sell. Unlike the Chelsea sale last year, which was mandated by the British government, the prerogative is all with the Glazer family. And it's been reported that while most of them want to cash out and move, at least, two are rather reluctant. What do you think? Who do you expect to eventually buy the club? Will the Glazers actually sell, or will they pull out suddenly? Let us know in the comments.